and
to the gentleman from New Jersey. But thank you, Mr. Speaker. On regular order, I'm so honored to yield 3 minutes to the gentleman from Indiana, Mr. Pence, the ranking member of the Subcommittee on Middle East and South Asia.
The gentleman from Indiana is recognized for 3 minutes.
I thank the gentlelady for yielding and would ask unanimous consent to revise and extend my remarks, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I've listened to this debate all week, and I must say I admire the seriousness and the civility of most, if not all, of those who've come to this floor in this historic week to address the issue and express themselves on this resolution. But I rise respectfully to urge my colleagues in both parties to vote no on this no confidence resolution. I support the President's call for a surge of 21,500 forces in Baghdad because the President has not just asked for more troops sake. Despite what has been said again and again on this floor, Mr. Speaker, this is a new strategy. It involves new tactics and new rules of engagement on the ground. And this surge of forces in Baghdad, designed to quell violence in that capital city and enable a political solution to take hold, was part and parcel of the recommendations of the Iraq Study Group, which said, as Americans could see for themselves on page 74 of the Iraq Study Group, and as Chairman Lee Hamilton of Indiana said before the Foreign Affairs Committee, the Iraq Study Group concluded that a temporary surge, and they used the word surge, a temporary surge of forces in Baghdad would be acceptable of them to quell violence. But while I must tell you that many of my colleagues have no confidence in the President's new way forward in Iraq, I say with respect, I have no confidence in the ability of Congress to conduct war. It was Napoleon Bonaparte who said hundreds of years ago, quote, "I would rather face 20 brilliant generals than one mediocre one." I would assure you today, Mr. Speaker, that our enemies would rather face 435 commanders-in-chief rather than one. Our forefathers rejected war by committee when they enshrined the power to conduct war exclusively in Article 2 of the Constitution of the United States. In Article 1, where this House finds its home, is the power to declare war. It is the power to appropriate funding and to set essentially military rules of conduct by statute. But the ability and the conduct of the war of the Commander-in-Chief is exclusively vested in the President of the United States, in that document upon which we all swear our oath of allegiance. And so I stand with our Commander-in-Chief, but also in a very profound sense, Mr. Speaker, I stand with the Constitution. Vote no on this resolution and embrace our Constitution as written.